Hello, my name is Chandrajit Mukherjee and I welcome you all to this wonderful session. Today, as I have mentioned earlier in my previous video, that West Bengal Public Service Commission has almost declared a tentative date for their preliminary examination, and that is 22nd of August. That means you have approximately 45 days, or 45 days. So what I have planned for you all is that you have to complete at least 4 to 5 topics a day in such a manner that the moment you will complete that particular portion, you will have to go through the previous year's question from those topics. Let me tell you the agenda. Say for example, take this one notebook, jot down the topics that you're going to read. Alright, say for example there are 10 topics. You have jotted down these 10 topics or 5 topics, whatever. Now what you will do is that whenever you will finish one topic, you just cut that topic, and this way you can follow your progress, how many topics you have completed. This is one. Second, every day we will be completing 4 or 5 odd topics. All of our those which have already been repeated in the question papers in the WBCS examination. So the repeated topics that have already appeared in the WBCS Prelims examination will be covered primarily in the first go. Your task will be to complete all those 4 or 5 odd topics, and after completing that, as I mentioned, cut that thing so that you can keep a track of your own, how many topics you have completed. Alright, second thing, the moment you will end up, I'll be disclosing the sources also. If you want any other assistance with respect to a particular topic, something that you're failing to understand, just let me know in the comment section. I'll make a video on that. The second thing is that once you are done with the first reading with the definite sources, you will start solving the past year's question papers which have already appeared in the WBCS preliminary examination. Now, as you must be knowing that in WBCS preliminary examination, the questions which are important, the areas which are important is primarily history, because it has 25 plus 25, 50 marks. Then you have Indian polity and Indian economy, consist of 25 marks. So 50 plus 25, that is 75. I don't know why I'm yawning, maybe because yesterday I was reading late night. So anyways, so 25 plus 50, so 75 plus you have geography of 25 marks. So basically 25 plus 25 plus 50. So out of 200 questions, you have 100 topics, 100 questions which are directly straight from the static portion. So if you can master this, you understand this, I presume that you are able to secure 100 marks. Cutoff would be around 150, 130, 135, because the entire paper is of 200 marks, so 130, 35 maximum would be the cutoff, if we go by the previous year's cutoff, which was 127. Now, today's topic number 1. You'll have to complete the international economic organizations. You have to complete international economic organizations, which will include World Bank, IMF, the Bretton Woods twins, popularly known as the Bretton Woods twins. So World Bank, IMF, WTO, World Trade Organization. Apart from this, OECD. So these are the 4 most important international organizations, and where do India stand in terms of its relationship with these bodies? This is one. Second, you'll have to complete fundamental duties, fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, salient features, and in history you'll have to complete Stone Age to the Indus Valley civilization. So let me put it in this way. All of you must be having Lakshmikant, this book. So you will be reading from here the salient features, the preamble, the fundamental rights, the fundamental duties, the directive principles of state policy, and the judiciary. So quite a lot. So the most important area out of these is fundamental right, because it's the lengthiest one. So judiciary is 1, fundamental right, fundamental duties, DPSP 3 plus judiciary 4, salient features 5, and preamble 6. So 6 chapters. Preamble is just a few pages, so 6. This is what you need to do. Apart from that, international organizations, WTO, World Bank, IMF, and OECD. And from history you have to complete from Stone Age, that is from the Paleolithic age, to the Indus Valley civilization. Focus on those areas from where questions can be asked. Don't go and do the same thing, do the same reading again and again. Highlight the areas which you tend to forget. Most likely people do forget the places. Which place belonged to which period. Alright. Mesolithic sites, Neolithic sites. Sites is one aspect that people often forget. the things that has been discovered, the artifacts that has been discovered from these specific sites is important. Why Chanhudaro is so relevant, all right? So this is the area where people normally tend to forget. Focus on that. So I believe these are the 4, 5 or the 6 important areas that you need to cover. If you have time even after that, then you can follow your another few topics from polity, because we will end up polity very soon. So you can end your today's task by completing the amendment along with the basic structure. So this is what I wanted to say. All the very best for the aspirants, and all the areas that I have covered, that I have said that you need to cover, all those areas will be in my Facebook page in a note format, and I'll be uploading those. Thank you so much.